Given how the education system in our country is, we have seen stories very similar to Abel Mutua, where when you're in high school, when you're applying for courses, for university courses, you have a specific career in mind. And then when you're called to said universities, they offer you careers they think you would be good at based on your grades. And it just brings a lot of contention between the student and the institution and the parents involved. It's always something. And that's why you find like the first week of admission in university, kila mtu ako administration block, because they either want to switch units, they want to switch careers, they want to switch courses. It's always something. And it wasn't, you know, very different from Abel Mutua, who had actually been called to pursue engineering. He didn't specify what type of engineering specifically he had been called to do, but when he finished his Form 4 studies, he was actually called to KIMS. That's short form for KIMC. Yes, Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. Yeah. So if they said engineering, I would be thinking sound engineering or something like that. Anyway, he had been called for something he had absolutely no interest in. And he got there and he was like, hey, listen, this is not for me. I can't be doing engineering. I actually want to be a journalist. But now looking back, he's like, if I was a journalist, what would I have done? What sustainable thing? It really isn't me. And then luckily, he actually found, when he went to register for the journalism course, the dean was like, that course is filled. Unless you want to forfeit this entry and then try again next year, I really can't help you out. Luckily, he met someone in the film who was pursuing a film course, and the guy in the film course coincidentally wanted to pursue engineering, so they both of them wakashikana wakaenda admin wakasema, please can you switch us, can you switch the courses we are in? And that's how he found himself in film. And years later, he can honestly say journalism was not for him. He found his love and passion in film, in making movies. He remembers how he just had a passion for movies and filmmaking and storytelling. We know how good he is at storytelling, you know? And yeah, that's just how he found himself in his career. And I remember when I was called for, what do you mean at TCG teaching science and chemistry? It was something I had absolutely no interest in. Here I am, being a radio, when I was stuck for like years pursuing biochemistry for no reason. And it's not even something I had applied for. I had applied for the arts. But given the way my grades were doing the thing, I was called for a Bachelor of Science course. And it was so disheartening. But my parents, you know, they want prestige. They're like, huyu amebakisha tu course moja kwe daktari. And I remember feeling the pressure of, do I let them down? Do I go and change my course secretly? We have people who have actually changed their courses secretly.
Yep.
Wazazi wanakuja graduation, una graduate na Bachelor of Arts, na walikuta Bachelor of Science. So tell us, have you had that experience? Did you switch courses? Ama you stuck with it through the end like me, and now you're a kameme, doing something completely different from what you studied from?
To be entirely honest, I know for sure that I've never been sure about what I wanted to do with my life. Like, that was the one, like, I knew what I was doing was not what I wanted to do. I was a science student. I loved the sciences, but I still never felt like that's what I wanted to do. I ended up applying to university for the most random courses. The first one was urban development, so landscape architecture, because I decided I want to be a landscape architect. Imagine, niko huko tu naangalia mashamba zenye na kuambia hapo unaweza fanya hivi. How am I a landscape architect? And then of course I did hospitality management, both of which I was accepted to. But like, how do you even make a decision between architecture and food? Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, you know that you're not in the right place, but you see the signs. You will see signs, because like, how are those are two completely different things, you know? Anyway, long story short, here we are.
Here we are,
holding degrees, which we will never probably use, but like, it's nice to have a degree. I feel like it gives you a lot more confidence. It gives you a lot more of a standing in front of people. You don't feel intimidated. Because without my degree, I probably would feel very intimidated when I was in spaces of people who are well over and more accomplished than I was. So for me, it's just like a confidence boost. Plus, it's always a backup plan. In case, hey, mambo yendem rama, well, you might find me in the kitchen resisting like a stir fry. You don't know. You don't know my life, do you?